Hey besties, it's your girl Cass the Bestie, and I'm back with a new live for y'all today. So what I was hearing today when I was out and about, I was driving through this long road and I was hearing tricks are for kids. Right now, you guys are on a long journey, and life is a journey, life is a path. And as I was going through and heard that tricks are for kids, I was thinking, yeah, along the path, you might encounter some people who might be playing games, but just like in my last video, I've said it's not about playing the game. It's knowing that people are playing the game so you can move accordingly. But I wanted to tap into those tricks for kids energy. So spirit and angels, ancestors of the most high frequency, please tell me what you want me to tell the collective, my besties, about tricks for kids. Tricks are for kids. So first we got intuition, pause, surrender, and boundaries. So at this time, you're being shown that you need to follow your intuition. Sometimes your mind will tell you before, in your thoughts, your intuition will tell you before you even see the proof that you need to assert boundaries with people, and so that you can surrender to what's going on in the moment, because that's what they want you to do. They want you to surrender to what they have going on, and whether it's just a situation that's in their best interest. If in this picture, this squirrel trying to steal these cans, and the cans, I would say, like, they could be either way. There's something that it's not good, and people want you to surrender. People want you to be in that mindset of being with your vices or following down a path that's just not meant for you, so that you can end up in this cage trapped. But when you assert boundaries, it's actually the opposite. You won't be trapped because you'll be able to get out. You'll understand that that is supposed to be the trap. There's nothing that's supposed to be able to keep you stuck, but the only thing that can keep you stuck is you, because when you get into certain situations, you end up being inside of like a mental prison, and mental prisons are meant to keep you stagnant, keep you stuck. And it can happen in ways as when you have a limiting belief. Like, for example, say if you like to write music but you can't sing, so instead of doing what you feel like you should do, you just don't do it. You don't participate, you don't engage, and it keeps you stuck in a position that you don't want to be stuck in. But when you take the time to actually nurture what you're doing, by you build structure so that you can actually cultivate what you're looking to do, then you have the ability to go and do it. It's actually, like, I've seen many people go out and they use AI to make them to songs and things like that. I've seen so many different ways that people can use their talents so that it can benefit them. Don't let the system trick you into thinking that you can't do something just because you don't have that set talent. Or even if you go and practice, there's a lot of people who couldn't sing before, who practice and they're able to sing because it took time. And I don't want to talk about kids, but there's a lot of kids who started young and they didn't have to go through the embarrassment of learning how to sing in front of other people because they were expected not to be good at singing. But if you practice and practice and practice, you understand what your range is. You can understand who you are and what feels right to you. So what we got here is bear navigation. Exactly. What feels right to you? Which direction feels like it's supposed to bring you to where you're supposed to be going? There's a lot of times where we feel like, okay, we need to be going down towards right here. Like, if you see the picture, it has fish going downstream, and it's the bear, right? So the bear could possibly be going down here so it can go get fish because it's like, I need to eat. But who knows? Who knows what the real path is, because the path is actually going towards north. Oh my goodness. So the path is actually going towards north. So when you head north, there's actually more fish up there. That's where all the fish reside. But because the bear is looking at the fish down here, it's going to go towards the fish that are right there. When the bigger picture is, if you go travel north, if you travel your north node, if you follow the direction you're supposed to go, then you will end up getting what you're supposed to get. You'll be able to get those gems. You'll be able to get those things that you were missing out on when you were looking at the bottom. It's like when they say bottom feeder. It's like you're feeding off of the scraps that came, and you could be going and getting a whole meal. All right, we got inner calling and homebody. So at this time, you guys could possibly be in the house a lot. You guys could be pondering and thinking about the things that you want to get to or the things that you want to do. And it's like you're waiting for this feather this confirmation to come in. Well, I'm going to tell you that this is your confirmation right now. Whatever you were planning on doing, whatever you were looking to do, that whatever makes you happy to do, go and do it, because it's literally a part of your inner calling. It's like your north node, and your north node is really the opposite of what you used to be in, the energy you used to be in. So when I was younger, my south node would be that I was in an energy of feeling like I needed other people around me. I felt like I needed to think like other people. I needed to be around other people in order to be successful. When I'm actually a leader, so I actually can thrive on my own. I don't need other people. So once I stepped into my north node, I was able to embody the energy of who I was truly supposed to be, so that I actually can make things manifest, not off of a lack mindset, not off of scarcity, but off of the fact that I understand that it's in me, not on me, and that I can achieve anything that I put my mind to, but I have to put my mind on it and I have to do it. We got mischief maker. See, people will come into your life and they will try to distract you. They will try to get you distracted with all this stuff that's irrelevant. You see that the raccoon is playing with the tissue, is playing with the toilet paper, right? So it's like playing, string you along, having you in a circle, going around doing the things that you don't need to be doing or want to be doing. That is what causes you to be distracted. That's what causes you to be in this mindset of feeling like, okay, I just need to be in the house. I just need to be sitting here. I need to be pondering. Meanwhile, you got somebody entering into your house. You got people, all these different energies coming towards you, trying to disrupt that energy. So even if you wanted to cultivate what you're looking to cultivate, you have so much going around you that's stopping you and not helping you get to where you need to get, or not even giving you a direction to go. That animal is literally going down into their house, and what are they going to do? They're going to go and lay down with them. They're not going to go help them get up. They're not going to entice them to go do anything better. That's all it's doing, and it's going to keep it stuck in that energy. And I'm not saying it's bad to be a homebody. I'm truly a homebody too. It's actually deeper than that. It's the fact that you need to make sure that while you're in your home, you're doing things that are going to make you feel safe, comfortable, and that you actually get to enjoy being in that energy. Exactly. Vitality and success. When you literally follow your north node, you follow who you are, then it helps you. It helps you bring you closer to success. The more that you pay attention to the things that are going to bless you, the more that you're going to get blessed. But the more you pay attention to the things that are not going to bless you, for example, sitting around watching TV is not going to bless you. It's not going to get you any abundance. It's not going to change your life. All it is going to continue to feed programs into your head. And that's the reason why a lot of people end up in the situation that they are, because of the things that they're watching. It's very important for you to not get caught up in the tricks by paying attention to the things that other people got going on TV. They will program you subconsciously. And that's another reason why, like, if you look back and you think about other TV shows, or even in the past, they used to show TV shows of people getting sat in front of a TV with their eyes glued like this, so that they can watch the program, so that they can get reprogrammed, so that they can be hypnotized and to think something new. That's literally what happens when you watch things that are not in your best interest. So we got grudge holder and resourcefulness inspired action. So it's like at this moment, it's like a balance, or it's like a trigger between one or the other. You can either be in this energy or you could be in this energy, but it's like all in what you decide to choose. It's all in what you decide to go for, because you could sit in this grudge holder energy feeling like the world did something to you. Like you have to sit back and you have to wait for other people to do things for you in order for you to get what you want. Or you could sit in this energy of resourcefulness and inspired action. So when you actually take those actions, it gives you the ability to get what you want. You can't, like I was saying before, you can't sit around in this energy of just withering away. You see that the feathers are falling, the bird is falling. It's like everything's falling, and then the bird's just like, the bird's not trying to flap its wings and fly. The bird's just like, I'm going to take it. And that's the thing. You can't sit there and take what life has to give you. I say this all the time. There was this one podcaster that I listened to, this person who actually makes some YouTube videos. He is a salesman. His name is Myron Golden. He's a great watch. If you go out and check out his work, he says that you either going to get the life that you deserve. No, you have to work for the life you want, or you're going to accept the life that life gives to you. You're going to accept what life gives to you. Okay. So we're going to go, where did I put the guys? Okay. And even in this, you see this picture, it has the marshmallow floating in water. A marshmallow is not really a flotation device, but when you think about it, it can be, because it floats in water. It's not like something that's going to be porous. Not something that's going to bring you down. But it's all about how you think about things, because look at this, is rocks building up. You're building up yourself so that you can get to the point of feeling like you're inside of this energy where you could float, where you can turn anything into anything, where you can actually become more of yourself, where you can actually harvest the things that you need and then use the things that you have to in your advantage. All right, we got courage and influence, like I'm saying. The people around you, the things that you listen to, it's all going to lead you in the direction that you either want to go to or you don't want to go to. You're either going to be in this energy or you're going to be in that energy. So that's why it's important for you to pay attention to what you're watching, and two, and that was 10:10 on the clock. You got to pay attention to what you're watching and also pay attention to who you're around. Because if you look around this, right, this, what is it? The little pigeon is around a fox, around a bunny, and around a raccoon. And it's all, these are all different types of animals. All these animals do different things. All these animals eat differently. And if you follow an animal that's not even a part of your crowd, or you follow somebody who's not in the same mindset as you, that's how you get caught up and stuck inside of situations that you don't want to be in. Mm-hmm. All right, we got teamwork. So yeah. This is an opportunity for you to co-create with the divine, co-create with the creator, co-create with source, co-create with God, so that you can create the universe and create the moments that you want for yourself, so that you can actually take advantage of the situation. Because a lot of the times we don't recognize things because they're right in front of us. We don't recognize them because they're hard for us to really see, because when we're looking for something that's going to look like something that we want or something that we would draft. But really, God's plan is bigger than ours. Well, Most High's plan is bigger than ours. Source's plan is bigger than ours. So the more you pay attention to what it's actually going to lead you to, will show you what kind of experiences and what kind of advantages it can give you. We got bravery and adaptability. Bravery and adaptability. Exactly. So you need to actually have faith in yourself. You have to have the ability to say, okay, even if this is not going in the direction I thought I was going to go into, it's going to go in a direction that I wanted to go to. As long as I follow my intuition, I can get there. I remember when I was younger, I had worked in so many different types of jobs. I worked in a job that was like an office. And in that office job, I learned how to do so much stuff, to the point that I felt like I could run my own business. Little did I know is that I wasn't heading in the correct direction, because I was just going based off of the money. I wasn't going based off of the purpose. And that's what life shows you. You need to find purpose, because if you don't find purpose, you're going to go in the direction that people want you to go versus the way that you want to go. You're going to go in the direction that's going to be the hardest direction, because you want to have more money. You want to build a business. You want to be successful. But the thing is you have to be able to understand who you are from a core for you to get to the direction that you truly want to go in. Because there will be a lot of times that you head in a direction, and that direction might get you farther from your path than you should have been. When I say that, it's like, and the cars fall down too. It's like it's gonna make you go through towers after towers, because the divine God, ancestors, they're going to lead you towards the direction that's going to be where your highest path. And until you decide, I'm going to get on it, that's when they're going to be like, all right, well, I'm going to keep on making this harder. I'm going to keep making this stressful. And there's a lot of people who just lead or send themselves towards stress or towards destruction, because they feel like, okay, this is safe. This is what I know. And even though that's what you know, that doesn't mean that's what it has to be. Hold on 1 second. All right. So we got opportunism and restriction. Opportunism and restriction. Exactly. Literally what I was just saying. When you go in a direction that's not your path, opportunistic, it's like you're looking for opportunity for you to overcome, an opportunity for you to get to something that you want. Whole time you climb this, or you're holding this, and you're trying to be like, okay, this is where I want to go. But then the whole time you get in there, boom, it's a trap. You're going to be restricted. It's like you're putting yourself in a position where you have to be tied down. And a lot of the times, if you tie yourself down to a situation, it's harder to get out of it. It's just the same thing as if you go to jail, right? And you get a felony. And now you have that felony attached to you for your whole life. It restricts you from getting jobs that you want. It restricts you from going through things that you wish you could go through, or even experiencing things that you feel like you should experience because you got yourself trapped in a contract that is not in your best interest. And I'm not saying it has to be something as big as going to jail. It could be something as small as dating somebody. When you're in a relationship with somebody and they're not even aligned with you, then you have to go through things that person goes through. You don't want to be stuck in a situation where you feel like you have to go through what they're going through. It's like, for example, right? I had once dated somebody who they literally were on probation, and I was a type of approach. I was the type of person. Wait a minute, did I pick up the wrong? Oh, this is the wrong cards. Oops. Yeah, I'm the type of person who I don't look down on people. I don't see people in a way that they're beneath me. But you have to look at people in a way as they have their own karma they have to go through. And the karma doesn't mean that they're going through problems. It's just the fact that they have to learn lessons in order for them to get over things. They have to learn how to stop doing things so that they could become a better version of themselves. And if you're trying to go and become a better version of yourself, people to stop you from being a better version of yourself because you're paying attention to them. You're paying attention to all the things that they're doing. You're paying attention to how they're overcoming things or what things they're going to be achieving. And you don't want that. You want to be paying attention to your manifestations, because once you get your eyes off the prize, that's when it starts coming in slowly. You're like, what the heck is going on? Like, I should be getting what I'm supposed to get right now, or I'm supposed to be in this position right now, when the whole time you can't be in that position because you're stuck in somebody else's karma, dealing with what they have to go through, trying to help them work through it. That foresight, exactly. And that's literally it's just confirming everything I'm saying. It's like, you have the information now. If you're watching this video, you know now. You know better. And once you know better, you have to do better. It's like giving yourself foresight into the situation, because you have the ability to see, okay, maybe the situation isn't the best for me. Maybe something else would be better for me. Maybe something be more in line. And it doesn't make you a bad person. It just means that you have a higher goal for yourself. You have something that you're looking at yourself and you see yourself as something else, and you have to make sure you stick to that. When you have your standards, you have your boundaries, it helps you solidify that. It helps you say no to things that are not even in your best interest. Exactly. Partnership. It helps you say no to the things that are not in your best interest. So you'll be able to figure out if this partnership is good for me or if this partnership is bad for me. This pigeon is over here eating a bird. They're eating the crust. The other pigeon's is eating the cheese, the pepperoni. Like, that is like an unequally yoked relationship. That's unequal. So it's like, in the end, you want to be able to feel like you're getting not the short end of the stick. You don't want to feel like you're just sitting there eating the bread and you don't get no pizza for real. You're not eating anything for real. It's like an illusion. And that's 555 on the clock. So confirmation. All right, we're going to use the Cosmic Insights deck. All right, so what is the advice for the collective in this moment? So right now you have angels watching over you. You have God watching over you. You are protected in this moment. So it's like, yeah, even though you might be going through things, maybe even though situations might happen, it's like you still have people watching over you from above that are wanting to make sure that you get to where you need to get to. It's just, you have to make sure that you're giving them the space to actually make those moves. You got to make sure you're giving them the space so that they can actually help you overcome what you want to overcome. And have patience, because when you have patience, then you'll be able to get what you need and not what you want. There's so many times that you settle for less and you get less than what you deserve, because it's like, yeah, you believe that, okay, this is something I deserve right now. But even though you know that you want something else, it's just like, okay, this is good enough. It's like, no, the distance, and I'm seeing this in like a way of like the distance between what you want and who you are, it's not that far. It's like you're bridging the gap. You're bridging the distance between it by having patience. Because when you have patience, you can get what you want. It's just, you gotta wait. It's like it's like the same thing as when you're walking to the store. You can walk to your nearest store and then you have to pick whatever they got. Or you can go to a store that might be a little bit farther, but it will have everything that you need. And you won't be spending as much money because that store is actually made to sell those type of things. Like a lot of these small corner stores, they're going to up the prices. They're going to up everything so that they get the bigger end of the stick than you. But if you go to a place like, I know it, where I'm at, they got Market Basket. You go to Market Basket instead of going to like a corner store, you're going to get way more deals than if you go to a store right on the corner, because they're going to be upcharging you. They're going to be pretty much taxing you for the same things that you're getting at Market Basket or even at the dollar store. So we got pets. So it's like, in this, I was actually getting like footsteps. It's like, you have to make sure that the steps that you're taking is going to lead you in that you need to go in. You need to make sure that it's not leading you in a direction that's not going to be according to your path. Like, it's not going to bring you according to your purpose. We got moving. So yeah, we got things coming for you guys. We got things coming into you guys. And you possibly are going through new changes at this time, whether you are moving, whether you are changing your house, whether you are changing a partner. It's like your energy is on a move. So don't let anything try to stop you from getting there. We got intimacy. Yes. So that's like, in this, what I'm hearing is like, you got to connect with yourself, understand what's true and what's not true. The more you know yourself, the more it's easier for you to actually get what you want out of life. I'm telling you. They say this inside of philosophy. The ancient philosophers, most of them follow the same thought process, which was know thyself, because they understood that if you don't know yourself, then you know nothing at all. Even if you do know things, you just don't know yourself truly. You don't know nothing, because you are the one who creates your reality. You're the one whose perception is going to create what's going to come towards you. And that was 2020 on the clock too. So right now we got, yes, so confirmation. Yeah. So what came out was honeymoon and gold digger. Yes, like I said, don't try to force things to happen. Don't try to make it so that you get something that you don't necessarily want just because it's easy to get. It's like the same thing, like I was saying, like you can get in a relationship with somebody who's not for you. And just because you want to be in a relationship with somebody, just because you want to be with somebody, and that's going to lead you away from what you truly want. Whether you want to be in this loving energy in life where you want to actually feel like you're on vacation, you want to feel like you're on a honeymoon, you want to have that energy of, I feel like everything in my life is going right. This feels like the best days of my life. If you don't follow your own path, it's going to separate yourself. Be committed to your journey. Be committed to who you are. And even if this is in a sense of love, be committed to the person that you're with. And if that's the person that you're supposed to be with, and never settle for anybody that you don't want to be with, respectfully, because the more, if you settle, you're going to settle for everything in life. You're going to settle for a life that you do not want. For example, say if you always seen yourself as having a person that's going to be there to take care of you, or vice versa. If you see yourself as a person who wants to be able to have that, like a solid connection with somebody, a solid understanding, if you don't wait for somebody to show you that they have that within them, they have the capability to hold that within them, then you're going to go and settle for something that's not even meant for you. And the only way you'll be able to find out that information is if you continue to communicate with other people. It's not hard. It's not bad for you to communicate. And I'm hearing hard. So it's like, people want to make life harder for you, especially because a lot of people, they had a hard life themselves. So they use the opportunity for them to manipulate the situation, because they don't want you to shoot. I don't know why that kept coming up to me, but they don't want you to communicate with them. They don't want you to get clarity, because when you get clarity, then it's going to show you the truth about what the situation is. And if the situation is not true, then you're going to be like, and this is someone else. So it's like, there could be somebody in the situation that says someone's trying to sabotage. I'm like, that's what I'm saying. It's the sabotage. It's like, you could be heading in a direction, but you go and meet somebody who's not going in any direction. You're going to be stuck too. You're going to be sitting there trying to do the running man. Like, come on now, free me. And all this stuff just came out. Hold on. So we got Mercury retrograde. We got challenges. We got sorry. I'm gonna think back to that. We got cycles, narcissist, divorce, and Mercury retrograde. And Mercury retrograde says issues, review everything now. So it's like the same thing I was just saying. Like, it's gonna put problems inside of your life. It's gonna continue to have the cycle go over and over again. You're gonna meet people who are just gonna be mirroring your energy, and it's going to continue to put you in this space of, now I gotta separate myself, and now I gotta figure out what I gotta go on. What is going on? You have to think about and see. Look at this. So that means that whoever is catching this on the back end or on the front end that didn't want to hear this, that's just on you. Sorry. But anyways, it's like, you have to make sure that you're paying attention, because then you'll have to go through the cycle of continuously reviewing the things that you have going on in your life, so that you don't end up in a situation where you always have to move on, where you always have to start over, and we always got to let go of what's going on. Like, you don't want to be in that energy. You want to be able to keep things. You want to be able to have things. You want to be able to have what you want. You don't want to have to be like, oh, I gotta let this go because this is not mine. I gotta let this go because it's not good. You don't want to be in this energy of, oh, I'm going to be under a love spell, or I'm going to pretty much be in limerence with a situation, because that can happen. You can get stuck in limerence. You can see things for not what it is. You start seeing things for things that it's like, okay, I love this situation, whether it's a job, person, or a place. You can think you love it, and then all of a sudden, boom, this is happening, boom, this is happening, boom, and this is happening. The more you communicate, more you get more information about what the situation is, and see if it actually is something that's going to benefit you. You don't have to wait and sit there and try to figure it out after the fact. It's like they say hindsight's 20/20. Yes, but foresight is even better, because all it takes is a conversation most of the time. We got sexuality. Someone's still figuring themselves out. Exactly. So it's like when other people are still figuring themselves out, it's like they come into your life and they start causing that chaos. They start causing drama. All right. So people in this reading, you could be either a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or you could just have that grounded energy, or it could be about one of those signs. Let's see. And we got fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Open up your heart. So it could be that you got that fiery energy, or this person got that fiery energy, or you got that earth sign energy. It's all just dependent on the situation. Put it where it fits. If it doesn't fit, just do not take it, because sometimes you get other people's messages. Sometimes your message will be in here. Sometimes you get no messages, and that's what you have to leave behind. Don't let everything stick to you. And that's why it says open up your heart as well. So it's like, make sure that you take everything with a grain of salt, even in life, not even just when you're watching readings, but take everything with a grain of salt, because you want to make sure that what is going on and what is being said is actually privy to who you are. You got air sign. So we got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So this time it's like you got somebody who's actually could be an air sign in your energy. It could be any of those signs clearly at this time. Give it time. So yeah, I've been saying over and over again, pretty much, you have to make sure that you're taking your time, making the decisions that are in your life, making sure that you are picking what's right for you, because then you're going to end up in a situation where people are going to be benefiting off of you. It's like tricks are for kids. You got to make sure you stand up for yourself and know that you're not a kid. Even if you are a teenager, you're growing or something like that. It's like you got to recognize that tricks are for kids. And if I let myself get tricked, they say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, you can't get fooled again. It's like after a while, they're not fooling you. After a while, you're fooling yourself, because you're putting yourself in a position to feel like that is something that is necessary for you to be successful, something that's necessary for you to be in your life and be happy. So we're going to get the last messages. We're going to get some last messages. Last messages for the collective. Self-indulgence, self-worth, value, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. So in order for you to truly see people for who they are, you have to do some shadow work. You have to be able to work through your problems on your own, because if you don't work through your own problems, it'll keep you stuck in a position where you feel like, okay, how am I supposed to get out of this problem? That's because you don't want to see yourself for who you truly are. Sometimes people look in the mirror and say, okay, maybe I did do this wrong, or maybe I didn't understand that correctly. I could tell you when I was younger, I've experienced a lot of relationships, well, not a lot of relationships, let me not lie, but I've had like a few relationships where the situation, it just felt like the same person over and over again. Because why? It was a lesson that I needed to learn about myself. The lesson I needed to learn was that I needed to do a better job vetting people. I needed to do a better job figuring out who people are. These spiritual birds, confirmation, but I had to figure out how to love myself and treat myself in a way where it's like, if you were to treat me less than I treat myself, then you cannot be my energy. And you have to really love yourself in that type of way, because if not, people will truly play with you. People will really try to play like, okay, this person's a dummy. So it's like, you need to let go of whatever was in the past. Let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Wait. I like that song. It's like by Solange. It goes, you gotta let it go, but you know the fellows, they say, why you always hating? They always be complaining. Why you always gotta be so mad? Got a lot to be mad about. And that could be something too. It's like you could have to let go of things that happened to you in the past, so that you can actually meet someone who's not on that vibration. Because sometimes when you're inside of like a sad energy, or energy where you feel like you're played by people, you're literally going to manifest the same type of people, because it's like they see you in that hurt energy and they're like, oh, I can take advantage of this. There will be people out there who might not play with you, but there's not as many people as there out there who are authentic, who are real, who are actually true and loving. There's not the same amount of people out there who aren't. You have to make sure that you're paying attention, because there's other people out there who don't think the same way as you. They're in this energy of, they'd rather backstab you, they'd rather give you a heartbreak, they'd rather give you deception, they'd rather lie, because that's how they've experienced in their life, and they don't know any other thing on there. There was 29 on the clock. We got confirmations out there, yang yang. But it's like, when you finally enter your energy, where you believe in yourself, where you love yourself, that's when you can actually come into contracts with people who actually are on your same vibration. When you heal, when you let go of that pain. And I'm not saying that anybody's ever all the way healed. Shoot, some people do get all the way healed, but then some things are going to hurt you. You just have to be able to work through them. You have to be able to do that shadow work. You have to be able to look within yourself, because when you're able to look within yourself, then it's like nothing will slide. People won't be able to be in your life not doing their own shadow work, not taking accountability for their own actions. They're not going to be able to be in that energy of coming into your life, trying to be your friend, trying to be cool with you, because at the end of the day, you're going to see them for who they are, and you're going to be like, maybe you're not my vibe. Maybe you're not my cup of tea. Sabotage, rebuild, persistent, working on it, repairing. Exactly. So it's like the people who are going to come into your life, they're going to be like works in progress, and you're not Bob the Builder. So you don't have to be building people up. You don't have to start people from the bottom. And if you're going to give love to people, make sure that they're giving you love as well. Make sure they're giving you the same energy that you're giving out to them. It's all about making health choices, self-love, self-care, being happy, loving life. The more that you pay attention to the love that you have within yourself, cultivating that for your own life, the more you're going to encounter people who actually are on that same type of vibe with you. So thank you guys so much. Oh, we got one more. So we got wait, this is completion. That's what I thought. Completion, partnership, eternity, and higher commitment. Like once you heal yourself, you do that shadow work, you not only come into a commitment with yourself, a commitment with spirit, a commitment with God and your angels. You're committing to being on this journey with yourself and knowing that you deserve everything that you get out of life. You deserve everything that you're supposed to be getting. So the more you put in work for you to heal, it's like when you can see the good in your life, because a lot of the times that's what it is. You just can't see the good in your life. And people who have bad energy, they want you to believe that you don't have nothing good in your life. But you want to know what you got to tell them? Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. Thank you guys so much for tapping in with me today. I do have my 20-minute fast pass reading. So my fast pass emergency meeting. Sorry. It's not a reading. I do not do oracle readings or tarot readings for other people. What I do is I am a spiritual advisor. So I help you get unbiased advice. I help you break down doors. I help you go through breakthroughs so that you can achieve the things that you want in life. And in addition to that, if you want to have a more in-depth session, I do have an emergency meeting, which is actually an hour long. Our fast pass is only 15-minute long. So it's something if you need something quick. And then in addition to that, we also have my Angel in Disguise program. The Angel in Disguise program actually is a full program that you have to pay for a few times a month. I'm sorry, 3 times in 3 months. So you got 3 payments for 3 months. So you don't have to worry about paying everything all at once. This program, you get unlimited access to me. Just kidding. Not unlimited, but you do have access to me more than the average person. And you'll be able to access me and get some fast passes. You get some emergency meetings every single week. In addition to that, you get access to my book, The High Vibe Survival Guide, A Journey to Balance for Sensitive Souls by kasthebestie. So you'll be able to get that information and you'll be able to have it handy. Even inside of the High Vibe Survival Guide, we got 2 free goodies in there. So once you purchase that book, even if you just purchase the book, you don't join the programs, you'll be able to have access to those 2 freebies so that it can help you along on your journey. In addition to that, if you would like me to do any public speaking events, you know what? You can book me. Just tell me what the event is about and who is it for, and I will make it tailored to you and your audience. So I want to say thank you guys so much for joining me today on this live stream. If you guys need any help, head over to kasthebestie.com. That's KASTHEBESTIE. In addition to that, I want you guys to follow me on all socials. If you're catching this on the front end, like, share, and subscribe. If you're catching on the back end, do the same thing. And in addition to that, all of the above, make sure you follow me on all my platforms. Cast the Bestie. I'm your girl who's going to make sure you get the clarity and advice that you need. I will never steer you in the wrong direction, because the only place that I want you to go is towards your higher self. I don't want you to go and follow me. I don't want you to follow Beyonce. I don't want you to follow Drake. I want you to be the best version of you. So head over to kasthebestie.com right now. And if you want to, you can email me at info@kasthebestie. You can get a question answered on my next stream, whether it's a Twitch stream or even on a YouTube stream, so that you can get your questions answered. It can be either anonymous, or you can get it answered and I will say your name. Whatever. You can get a shout out if you want to. All right, besties, thank you so much. And I will be back with you guys very, very, very soon.